Let us shake hand with the future. The future of anime and the future of society. Friends, welcome. On the third season, the order has risen once again to free us from our eternal struggle. In an industry that rarely takes risks, Handshakers stands above all others to become the most daring, most challenging, and most breathtaking anime ever created. When Gen Urobuchi broke out in the 90s with the release of Neon Genesis Evangelion, the anime community was both equally fascinated and outraged at its unique story and characters. Handshakers pushes the envelope much further, challenging the community, the industry, and the entire world. The mere concept of Handshakers is the most gruesome, most outrageous, most difficult scenario of all time. A young boy must constantly hold hands with a girl who looks to be half his age. Scandalous. Ladies and gentlemen, greetings. 2 questions first. Did you think Big Order or Glassloop were the worst series you've ever seen? Did you think Berserk 2016 and Ajin had the worst animations with CGI you've ever seen? Negative. Handshakers is here to show you the opposite, and, believe me, it does it well. Let's look at this together.
Really funny anime, in the wrong way. I watched the first 30 seconds and already knew I would be watching it just for laughs.
Warning: unlike most of my work, this review contains explicit content. Reader's discretion is advised. For fuck's sake. I thought I'd do something a little different in this review and start off with a few haikus that accurately illustrate Handshakers' impact on my well-being and emotions. My eyes are bleeding. Maybe possessed by demons? No, just Handshakers. If a bus hit me, I would be a vegetable. At least no more pain. Handshakers is like cancer was personified and is your roommate.
Anime originals. Creating original anime has the crippling fault of being the source in existence, meaning, if the anime doesn't fulfill everything it needs to do in order to complete a story by its own merits, it can and will fail stupendously. So, with a name as ridiculous as Handshakers, it's not hard to see how Go Hands, how fitting, original show flopped so hard. I really like writing, and when I review things on this site, I normally take my time to discuss the show whether I liked it or not because I enjoy the process. This is not one of those occasions. I am only writing this review in an attempt to save someone the misery watching 4 episodes of this show has caused me. This show is terrible. Do not, under any circumstances, watch it. All I am going to say is that if you want to watch a prepubescent girl get molested while nothing else happens, this might be the show for you. I would rather not hang out with you, but you might have some fun watching this show. I personally found it to be 2 things in equal measure. Fucking boring and disgustingly sexually exploitative. Avoid this show at all costs. Beside being not in the least bit entertaining, it is also gross. I don't want to watch a 12-year-old borderline autistic girl get felt up for any length of time, much less for an entire season of anime. I would watch all of School Days twice before I watch another episode of this show once. More like Camera Shakers. I got motion sick from a scene where the main character lies still in his bed.
Before watching this, I had never felt like I had been genuinely insulted by how fucking terrible a show was. This anime has 0 redeeming qualities. The art is atrocious and makes no sense. The studio couldn't even composite the characters into the backgrounds properly, which ended up with many scenes where characters are standing still and are sliding around on the floor. Plus, the perspectives make absolutely no sense. The directing is equally as bad with horrible framing and shots that break continuity constantly. They even break the 180-degree rule and have scenes where the scene will have a cut which completely reverses the direction of the scene and makes it almost impossible to follow what is happening. The sound design is almost non-existent and the music, especially the opening, is comically bad. There is absolutely no establishment, progress, or payoff of any conceivable plot or characters. The only enjoyment that arose from watching this atrocity from start to finish was from watching this with a group of friends and being absolutely dumbfounded by everything that was going on. Only watch this with a group of friends, or if you want to see just how badly actual human beings are able to fuck every single part of a production up. I honestly don't think I could even come halfway close to making something this bad intentionally.